Now, some people want rabbis to talk about politics, some don't. Some want to be told that they're right. Some want to be told their opponents are wrong. And, of course, the sad part is that the Torah doesn't take those kind of sides. Moshe Rabbeinu isn't even eligible to vote. He's born in a foreign country. He's never took citizenship on this side of the ocean. Now, most always, whether or not it's apparent, I am actually thinking of stuff going on in the world. It's rare that I'm totally abstract, but I usually find it wiser to make it subtle rather than overt, but I'm not always that wise. And so I want to talk about the FBI action at Mar-a-Lago. Now, right and left have weighed in, and support for law enforcement has shown itself again to be a political issue, not for the first time in recent years, strangely enough. So when the Torah weighs in on how to investigate a criminal case this week, it is worth looking at. This is Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 15, Parshat, Drashta, Karta, Vashalta etiv, inquire, examine, and investigate well. And if it turns out that it's true, and that a thing was done, and a horrible thing was done in your area, then you proceed with the punishment. But note that you don't just go and say that, oh, my gut feeling is he's guilty, or I tell you this person is usually innocent, so they're innocent. It is investigate, examine, inquire well. Rashi, so there are actually three things you're supposed to do, and Rashi actually adds more to it, citing more adjectives and more verses where you're supposed to dig deeply into a matter. And that's the key thing. Inquire, examine, investigate well. Don't just go with your gut. Donald Trump can be guilty, even if you agree with his policies. And the FBI can have overstepped, even if Donald Trump is a dangerous, misguided demagogue. Truth in inquiries doesn't depend on how strongly you support Israel. Yet, it's independent. It's actually only investigating this specific matter for which the vast majority of us don't have sufficient information. This is a key thing. It doesn't just go on whether or not you like the guy or whether or not you like the agency. It really is that you have to investigate, examine, and interrogate a matter. We're supposed to know this, and we're supposed to do that with everything that's important. That truth is found by inquiry and learning, not by personality and sound bites and who's on your side and who's the un-American other. But if we forget that this is how we're supposed to behave, the Torah reminds us, and it turns out the fact that the Torah steers us to the facts and to investigating well and not just forming opinions based on our guts, that the Torah pushes us in this direction is something worth investigating. Shabbat Shalom.